it done until a day or two, or in some cases, hours before the deadline. So you spent 4 weeks, and you really got it done in 2 to 4 to 8 hours. Now that just doesn't make sense, does it? So instead of setting that goal out 4 weeks from now, I'd like you to think about setting your deadlines half of what you normally do. Now what's this going to do to you? You're going to get twice as much done. It's an interesting thing. It's a complete different mind shift, and if you will try it, I think you'll find that you're going to get more stuff done because you're setting deadlines for yourself. If you want to get more done, set shorter deadlines. Now the decision is, see, you've been thinking strategically and at a tactical level here in the topics that we've just discussed. Now we're going to decide who's going to do this stuff, and that's part of your tactical plan here. Now I suggest to you that school really screwed you up. It screwed me up. And fortunately, I had a mother that trained me early, as I remember, to think for myself and to always be creative. Those are 2 important lessons that I learned from her. She taught me a lot, but those really played out well. And one of the things that they do in school to us is that they're always trying to improve our weaknesses. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That makes for a well-rounded person. But there are some things that you are more naturally inclined to be good at. It's just in your makeup. It's in your DNA, and for some reason you like to do it, and your brain is wired to be good at it. Okay? You like to study about that topic, you like the activity of that topic, and you're good at it, and it makes you feel good about yourself, and you got great self-esteem. Okay, those are all the subjects that you liked in school. Remember when people would say, what's your favorite subject? And you would tell people, and you get excited about it. And what do you like about that? And you'd have a whole list of things that you were excited about that subject that's your favorite thing. And then there was the other subjects, where when the teacher talked about it and lectured in the class, you sat there and all you heard was, right? And those were the longest hours of the day in those subjects that you didn't care for. But those are the ones you got harped on the most. They always wanted you to improve on those things that you were not interested in doing, didn't like to do, weren't good at doing. Okay? Now they were doing that for so-called your own good to help lift your level of knowledge and abilities in those subjects, okay? And that's good. The problem is that we learn that that's what we've always got to do throughout our life, and that is not a good lesson for you to have picked up. Because once you get out of school and into life, you need to be doing what you're really good at, because what we're after here is life, not continuous improving on things that we're not good at. We want to leverage what we are good at so that we can help more people, we can have more fun, we can have more life, we can have more money, we can have more of everything that we decide that we want. So we need to think about focusing on our strengths rather than focusing on our weaknesses. So focus on your strengths, the things that you're good at, the things that you like to do, and on those things that you're not good at and those things that you just really don't like to do, you need to outsource those to people who are good at those things and like to do those things. That's a really important lesson. Now, there's some things that I can do. I am completely competent in doing them, but I really don't like doing them. Those things I need to outsource too. Okay? And you'll make a list of all the activities that you need to be doing, and you just need to make a plus or minus sign next to them. Plus sign would be you're good at it, you like to do it. Minus sign is you're not good at it or you hate to do it. And those minuses, you need to find somebody else that in their column, your minus is a plus to them. And that's what makes the world go round. That's what's so cool about it. Now, here's one tip on top of all that, though, is that if you're going to outsource to other people, you still are responsible for the quality of what they produce for you. So you are going to have to develop management skills. In other words, the stuff about strategic planning, tactical planning, deadlines, timelines, who's going to do it, what are we going to do, what are the baby steps. See, all these things, you the business owner, you have to get good at making all these decisions of what, why, how, when, and who. I'm going to spend a little bit of time tonight on what I call the Lifestyle Efficiency Quotient. And we have an acronym. Everybody loves an acronym. And we're going to call it the LEQ. So before I get into that, and this is something that I like to talk about a lot, and it's something that I had discovered many, many years ago, that a lot of people were always saying time equals money. But I always had a problem with that. I didn't really know why until one day I connected a dot in my head and felt that time does not equal money. The real issue is time plus money equals lifestyle. And it's not time that we're after. It's not money that we're after. It's what time plus money gives us, which is the lifestyle. Okay? Now, I've got a definition of lifestyle that I came up for myself years ago that I've shared with people when I talk, and it's being able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want, and how you want, without worrying about time or money. Now, the great thing about that definition to me, and I hope you'll feel this way too, is if people lived their life this way, we would be of more and greater service to each other. Because to be able to do this, see, I have to be of service to other people so that I do have money in a shorter period of time so that I can have more lifestyle to where I can do what I want, when I want, with who I want, where I want, and how I want without worrying about the time or money factor. Okay? So if you wish, you could write that out in your hand and just have that to where you can see it. Let's talk about HTV. Now, this is not some new kind of television that has come out. It is actually your hourly time value. And it's something that sometimes people haven't thought of it this way, so I decided I was going to share it with you tonight. HTV, hourly time value, equals your annual income divided by 50 weeks. Now, I realize there's